David, hurry up. You're taking way too long.
Alright, I'm here, relax. Why are we here, anyway?
You didn't get the letter, did you?
What letter?
Actualboatnose and Gentlemen are dropping the Slushy Boys merch on Teespring. Available as of right now.
Oh, wait. Is that the one with the two of us looking fire, ready to throw down on posters, canvases, blankets, and even pillows?
Not just that, but they have hella cute chibi versions of us on mugs, hoodies, tank tops, and even stickers.
Damn. Where can the people find this?
All they have to do is go to the merch link in the description with the Slushy Boys, and they can order anything from there right now.
That's pretty cool. Anything else they need to know?
Hang on. I think Boat told me to say enjoy the video, I think?
Oh, okay. Enjoy the video, guys.
How long was that boat ride? It took ages. Oh.
I don't like the boats.
Oh.
I prefer to travel by shadow.
You
don't.
Oh,
What you... Hello,
hello, gentlemen.
You working
Hey,
out?
Lofo. Oh, have you been working
Yes,
out?
of
You're
course.
Careful. Careful there.
What were you going to say?
It's not a problem. It's not...
Looking muscular, Lofo.
Good save.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm sure that is exactly what you meant to say.
In
All
enough
right.
time, you'll be from a normal cat to a saber-toothed cat.
Oh.
Do not know what that means, but I like it. What brings you here to the Protectors Guild?
Oh, yeah. It's actually a Godslayer issue, actually. Very important.
You mentioned you might need my help with something.
Yeah, how can I say this? There's a couple things going on. First and foremost, my body's disappearing and my emotions are going with it.
That's the main thing.
It seems to still be here.
It kind of comes and goes. Depends on where you punch. You know, kind of like how a shadow kind of moves without the day, like through the day.
Indeed, I see the shadows moving.
Yeah, well, they kind of move through my body, and then at points of it, it's just kind of completely transparent. Things will just pass through it, mostly sharp objects. Like Alamos. Alamos tried to kill me the other day, a couple times, actually.
That's classic Alamos.
Oh, yeah. Well, it didn't work, because his punch went right through me, and so did his weird blade thing on his back.
Yeah, still trying to get my head around that, to be honest. It doesn't really make a lot of sense.
He just likes to carry it around because he can.
Yeah,
Yep.
I guess that makes sense.
Yep, he does like to do that. Yeah, so I've been having a bit of an issue with my emotions because of the last few days, and I think it has to do with my Godslayer magic, and they're kind of all jumbled up. So when I'm happy, I'm supposed to be sad, but when I'm supposed to be sad, I'm happy. When I'm supposed to be angry, I'm kind of relaxed. That seems pretty normal.
It's not.
That does not seem
It's
normal.
really not.
Generally, when things make you happy, you're supposed to be, happy.
Yeah, it's been like that for a bit from what you said. And I got a big brunt of it when I went to Grimshades yesterday.
Yeah, it was a bit of a jumbled mess. So I was thinking, and Lucas was also thinking, Lofo, you use light magic. It's healing magic. So maybe to some extent, you'll be able to figure out what's wrong with me, right? right?
Kinda ish. I think that we were just going with a hope.
Boom,
there.
you're healed.
Well, I wasn't physically in pain.
Yes, I
but
did not think
thanks.
so, but just in case, you know.
I mean, I feel a little bit refreshed now,
In
though.
case,
Like,
I
my
know,
legs aren't
if there's
sore
any
anymore.
deterioration in your body, boom, you know, it helps rejuvenate your muscles, purge any toxins from you.
I mean, that does help. I mean, I feel a little bit more relaxed now.
I mean, that's better. I
Wait,
guess.
is that a good thing?
Yeah, it's kind of a good thing. Yes.
But if he feels more relaxed, what if it jumbles up and he feels completely unrelaxed?
Then that happens. I honestly don't know. It's a bit of a
Alright, so we do not have control over it.
Yeah, well, the fear is, you know, how Slayer magic is usually controlled by emotions. Well, the fear is, what if my emotions become so unstable and uncontrolled that they just explode one day? And then everyone's soul gets reaped in a wide area.
Do you see why I'm concerned?
Not particularly ideal.
No, not ideal at all.
See why I'm concerned now?
I can see. Plus, if his body is kind of going all wishy-washy, then it shows that he is already losing control of his magics.
That would make sense.
And what is happening to you, it seems to be directly related to your magical power.
Yeah, that does seem pretty accurate. I think it's a mixture of a few things. So, like, the first one was using a dark spell that I hadn't quite mastered yet.
I'm sorry?
And that was the first thing I did. Well, I had to track Eden somehow.
Right. You didn't tell me that. Wish you did.
So I used a spell that merges my shadows with his, so I can figure out where he was at all times. But here's the problem: blindfolds apparently counter that spell pretty well.
By the way, I thought I captured him the other day, but it turns out he split himself into two people.
Oh yeah, Eden and Devon. Yeah, that makes sense.
That might have been useful information to know.
Yeah, trust me, that we probably had the same reaction as you did. We nearly killed him.
I had them trapped in a prison cell.
Yeah, so same treatment basically, kinda ish. Yeah, very not helpful without you, to be fair.
Yeah, my bad. I'm the one who did that, by the way. I'm the one who split them in two.
And you didn't tell anybody?
Yeah, no, trust me, feeling very...
Yeah,
Very well, we know now. Any other secrets you might want to tell us?
Kind of a big one. You want to bring it up or do you want me to?
Well, this one's more recent, which is the reason why I wanted to come talk to you. But I couldn't talk to you during the Grand Magic Games because that would cause panic. That would have been bad.
Panic?
I've uncovered some very interesting inner goings among the city. It turns out there's a new guy in town who's doing some pretty shady stuff. And that's not me.
Would it be recommended that we took some not in the open if we're talking about this?
Ooh, probably a good idea. It would be bad if the Fireboy came across us.
We can trust Brian.
I mean, it's just in general. This is
Or
something I'd rather keep between Godslayers if at all possible.
Very well, we shall go to my house.
Your house?
Yes, I live right up here.
Oh. Didn't realize. I thought you guys would have had like massive rooms in the guild hall.
That is mostly for guild matters. Across the island here, we have many different places where people live.
Ah, I see. Fair enough.
Yeah.
This is my residence.
Ooh, nice and cozy.
Very nice. Yeah, but as you can tell, most of the guilds run quite differently here in Atlantide. Independent of each other. It works.
I was going to say, I've never been to the Protectors before, so this is kind of new for me. Ish.
It's been a hot minute since I've been here as well, so.
Fair enough.
Welcome to the both of you, but what is this evil, spooky wizard man thing you speak of?
Okay.
Oh, yes. Okay.
You know more, sir.
Time for a story. So, a couple days ago, prior to the Grand Magic Games, I don't know the exact time frame because I was underground for a very long time, as far as I could tell. Probably 2 days, maybe 3, I don't know. Anyways, I was investigating the docks because I found some weird stuff going on there. Somebody who was importing lots of lacrima into the city. Bad stuff. Generally speaking, when there's a lot of lacrima coming in, not good.
Aren't those generally not easy to get?
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah, that's why it lines up.
So when there's lots of them, that tends to pique my interest in what's going on. So anyways, I was investigating the barrels and the boxes that were dropped off at the docks, and I was hit with a bit of a surprise. Some magic chains wrapped around my my body here, and was able to lock me in place. And I was captured for a couple days.
A thing that's not really meant to happen to you. You getting captured doesn't make sense. Period.
That's my point.
What was
So
the
you-
nature of these magical chains? Were they chains of light, chains of darkness,
Mm,
chains of water?
Huh?
I would probably say chains of light, but I didn't get a good look at them, to be honest. Whatever it was able to suppress my magical power, which means it was able to capture me without my body going into the ether. So it was able to lock me into this plane of existence.
Sounds fairly similar to my prison of light.
Interesting.
That would make better sense.
That would be, what, a third light user? I don't know. Whew, crazy stuff. Anyways, where was I at? Yeah, so he calls himself Abraham, by the way.
Yeah, it's an older guy from what you said, so.
Yeah, tall, bearded, has like a raspy voice, you know what I mean?
What is it with Atlantide and its problem with old people?
Yeah, I don't...
Yeah,
get it.
I don't know. But
I mean, he wasn't like old, like he wasn't like Grandmaster Jonathan old.
Okay.
He's like maybe like mid-30s, 40s, latest.
yeah, that's kind
That
of.
doesn't sound
Yeah.
old.
Could be
But,
late
but
20s.
that's the age is just beside the point here. The point is
true,
he wants to, like, from what you said, destroy Atlantide or the guilds. I don't know
Wow.
what specifically you said.
Here we
Well,
go again.
Well, to be honest, he didn't give me quite an exact answer on what exactly he wants to do. Fairly obvious. I mean, I was the one in chains, right? Why would he give in to my demands? But he did want to know a lot of information about the guilds and their relationships and how he could attack certain people, and specifically about the three of us.
Reason why we're here.
He seemed particularly interested in us Godslayers.
I would love to say he would not be able to figure out any information about Lofo, but a lot of my guildmates tend to talk a lot, so...
Plus, you were also
Yeah.
the guild leader, so there's also that.
He could pretty much get whatever information he wants from quite a
Yeah,
few people.
Yeah, he made it pretty clear that he knew pretty much everything about you.
Yeah,
As well
of
as-
course.
Mhm.
I wonder who he's been talking to.
God, I don't even know. But apparently he was there last year at the Grand Magic Games as well. So he's
Oh,
been kind of snooping around for a good little while.
Interesting. That's weird.
But the one person he doesn't know about is Lucas.
Yeah, reason why I'm very scared and concerned, personally.
you are new around here, so...
Yeah, that would be the main premise, yes. But yeah,
So my real worry though is I don't quite know what he's up to. And he seems to want to know a lot about our powers and who we are and what our relationships are. So that seems like he might be targeting the three of us for sure.
Makes sense. Don't know of any other god slayers in Atlantide, so...
yeah,
Neither do I.
nothing's really been brought up. All I can sense is you guys, but that's it.
Indeed.
And then there's one last thing that I think might help explain the cause of what's been going on with my emotions recently.
Alright.
Okay, so when I refused to give him any information, right, he took out very big, large, 25-pound lacrimal, huge purple, like pinkish glow. He shoved it into my body.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, how did he shove it into your body? Like, did you eat it, or which end did it go in, or was it like in your chest, or...
kind of
a little bit of both. I kind of
merged?
ate it, and it kind of melted into my body. It kind of
Like a
merged,
popsicle?
sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it merged well because of the nature of the lacrima. I think it had my god's power in it.
Ah.
Well,
Well,
version of him.
That is
that is not ideal.
great.
And well, Cassathar, not known for having the greatest of emotions, is kind of the Grim Reaper, basically. So
Yeah, probably not best to have a god of controlling souls and that sort of thing inside you. Kind of
not.
can relate, funny enough.
Oh,
Oh,
how so?
So I suppose I haven't told anyone this, but for the past almost a year now, I have had the god of life and death trapped inside of me.
Oh, right.
He tried to take over someone and destroy Atlantide before, and now, well, we were able to defeat him. He tried to take over me, but the guild was able to ward him off until my god slayer magics subsided, and I haven't used my god-slaying magic since.
That's good. Very good. See, look, there's this funny thing. You should mention that. Do I want to bring this up? Yeah, if we're getting anything on the table, might as well. So, about I want to say 6 months ago, I disappeared for a bit, right? With David and Miss Prendergast, right?
Sure.
Was sent into a demon book.
Great.
Wasn't meant to come back from the book though. We'll get to that later, but don't worry about it. Anywho, I go into the book, everything's all good, and then I come out of the book. I have nothing from my god, period. At all.
Interesting.
But then a few days ago, I found out the seal in me is broken.
Oh, that seems problematic.
So I'm in the same situation as you.
So you had a god inside you all along, but now it is uncontained.
Basically, they can do whatever they want to, but luckily that hasn't really happened yet, so
could it be a bad idea, the three of us together with potentially volatile gods inside of us?
I mean, at the minute, mine's currently on my side as of right now, but I don't know how long that'll last for.
That's nice. See, mine doesn't necessarily take sides. He kind of just does what he wants.
Mine seems to have its own agenda as well, but it does not seem inherently good or evil. It is, both life and death.
I mean,
right.
To be fair, the Grim Reaper doesn't just take people's lives for the sake of it. He kind of does it as he sees fit.
I was gonna
the problem is, I'm not him, and I'm worried again about the area-wide soul reaping that could happen if my powers go on.
Yeah, that's very terrifying. Very.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I found a temporary solution. Just do not ever use your god-slaying magic.
Oh,
okay.
The only solution?
It is what has been working for me so far. As long as you do not even tap into that power, it will have no means of escaping you.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So,
but it is not a very permanent solution.
No, eventually the god can do what they please, I suppose, because they are basically a part of us as well.
So also, when you're sleeping and dreaming, you probably have less control.
Exactly.
That in our Slayer magic tends to be the strength, where a good portion of our strength comes from.
Yes, indeed. It is putting us all at a major disadvantage if we want to be safe, but...
Yeah.
Okay. So
if we do use the magic, we'll be at an even greater disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Then we could create more problems than we intended to fix.
But you said yours was sealed inside of you.
Yeah, years ago, actually. I've only said this to a few people, if you want me to tell a story.
If there is a way to contain a god for good, let us know.
Well,
yes.
Okay, so I've had Galaran, my god, in me since I was a young kid, not very young at that point, when they were put inside me in general. It wasn't sealed inside me though back then, but then I was sent to a village full of water wizards and water mages, and I lived with them. I'm sorry, it's a topic, okay?
Yes, I understand. Just chills. The chills ran down.
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting it's a trigger thing for you. I'm sorry. But anywho, so I then trained with one of my teachers called Nezo. Very, very strong mage in his own right. I respect the heck out of him. He's amazing. He was the one who sealed Galaran inside of me, which is good.
Simple. We just need to find this wizard, and he can help us.
There's the problem with that.
Point. Oh.
I'd say our village was raided by these just people who were just trying to steal everything, looters, like mercenaries, everything. Nezo and me were trying to defend the people of the village, but I got knocked out. I then wake up to the mercenaries dead, with Nezo's dead body there too.
So he's dead.
Yeah, the problem is...
Okay, that is the short part of it.
The problem is, at that point, Galaran had taken control of me and did what she wanted. So, yeah.
Not ideal.
But the point is, there is a way to seal them away.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
least-
I'm not saying there isn't, but
So we
I've
can
been trying
tap
to.
into their power without them taking control.
I've been trying to figure out the spell for ages, but I still haven't been able to find anything about it.
Well, we have a lot to look into then. We
Basically,
need to
yeah.
find out how to do this. I would ask
Yes.
people of my temple as well, but they were murdered, and then the last remaining person was kind of destroyed, so I don't have a lot of leads to go on.
Oh, so feeling very much mutual
And-
then. Huh.
And as much as I would like to ask anyone who was involved with me, I was taught Slayer magic through my dreams, so.
Right. I see. Okay.
And the old guild masters of Grim Shade are no longer here, so I don't have family, as
Oh.
far as I can remember. So, it looks like we just had to do as much research as we can.
Yeah. Great. That's
Okay.
wonderful.
Cool. Fantastic.
Yes. Or,
Right.
we're god slayers, we could slay the gods!
Then how would we use our powers, Lofo?
No, he makes a good point. The problem is, the gods are us.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
The gods are in us. That
Yeah.
would require us to perish as well.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, if they separate from us, then we slay
Ooh,
them, but also
That's a
that...
good point. But how would we do that?
I don't know.
Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure mine wants to separate from me.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's
But
interesting.
that sounds like a much worse idea than keeping it inside of me.
Yeah, it kind of does.
We're gonna have
So
to
unless
agree
we can
on
find a way to slay him before freeing him, I
Mm-hmm.
am not going to let that happen. I am not going to use my god-slaying magic.
That's a good point. Okay, well, so there. I think we got a good idea. Then for now, we just keep off the god-slaying magic as much as we can, which will be a
Indeed.
problem for me.
It can't be... No, it shouldn't be too hard.
But the GMG's coming up, though.
Look, it is not all about winning. It is about protecting Atlantide.
I
He
know.
makes a good point. It is about to protect him. Yeah.
Still
For the good of the city. For the good of the city. Yeah.
true.
All right. In the meantime, I'll see if I can find any places around the world that can help us out. We can move quick enough, I think.
Good.
It's just don't keep it all to yourself, though. If you need a hand, just ask. Please.
Yeah, that would be very helpful. Any information you find, let us know this time.
Because if
Yes.
if Abraham catches you again, I don't know how lucky we're going to be.
Mm-mm. Yeah. I'm just gonna. I gotta. Oh god. I gotta figure out how to control this thing in my sleep. That's the thing I'm worried about.
Oh.
All right. Well
Okay.
then, thank you, Lofo, for your advice.
Of course.
I will absolutely keep this in mind. And Lucas, good luck with that whole seal thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Thanks. I'll try my best. I can't really promise much.
yeah. If it comes down to it, I trust Lofo could take me out if I needed to be.
I don't think we want to think about that right now, but that's
I
down
would
to
do
you.
it if I had to for you.
Thank you. That's all I'm asking for. Thank you.
Whatever must be done for the good of the city.
Exactly, for the good of the city.
Mm.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go contemplate.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, he changed massively due to this. It scares me to think about. Well, the good thing is he doesn't know who I am, so worst case, if I do bump into him, he doesn't know who I'll be.
Ah, yes, this Abraham fellow, but he knows who I am, so that is a little problem.
Yes, so, I mean, don't want to. I can maybe go around and try to bump into him. Why did I say that? Why?
I mean, it is not a good idea,
But
but I will just not trust anyone. That is a good plan.
Okay.
Don't trust anyone.
that makes a lot of sense, I guess.
Seems perfectly healthy. Anyway, I am going to leave now. Goodbye. Wait, this is my house. Get out of my house.
Oh, okay. No worries. That's fine. I'm probably gonna head back to Divinus Magic anyway. I think I'll find out who I'm fighting in the Grand Magic Games, actually.
All right. Best of luck.
Thank you very much. Take care, Lofo, okay?
You as well, water wizard.
I heard that!
You literally a water wizard.
Still heard that! That trip was so long back. A lot to think about too, so that's also another thing I've got to think about. I'm just gonna go insane this overtime. Well, you know, it's fine.
There you are, water boy.
Oh, thanks for that. Didn't need that, but fine. Hello. How you doing?
Wait, we don't need what? Are you okay?
Oh no, I'm fine. Sorry, it's been a tiring day to say the least.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, I went over to Grimshade to make sure that Kit didn't get herself killed.
Yeah, I heard she got thrown through a window.
Yeah, it was quite the spectacle. Trial by combat, not really the best thing to do against Alamos of all people. Doesn't really help.
Yeah, no, I heard about that.
Yeah.
I wanted to go over there and give him a piece of my mind myself.
No,
Mainly a bunch of rocks, but she
Yeah.
stopped me.
Yeah, it was fine actually. To be fair, it was resolved surprisingly easily, considering Kit was the one who started it. So Alamos had no reason not to fight back. So
I mean, you would think that he would want an excuse to fight us right now.
I mean, there's also that. To be fair, though, he doesn't sound too bad. He's just a bit odd, really. Aside from that,
You haven't talked to him about, well, proper dragon stuff, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, that's not my expertise, so I don't think I would.
No, but I did.
Yeah, 400 years old. Yeah, that makes a bit of sense.
Yeah, and he has the outlook that every dragon needs to be slain. Everyone.
That makes a bit of sense. I understand why you guys don't like him as much.
Yeah, I have a dragon parent, so...
That makes a lot of sense. That does make sense. That does make a lot of sense. But
So
yeah.
why were you there in the first place? Did you just go there with Kit?
Oh, well, yeah, Kit was one of the things, I guess, was an additional thing. But the main thing, I went actually to go to see Michael, actually.
Oh, is he back with his old guild?
Yes, apparently he's going to be back at Grimshade soon, I believe, yes. I think he's getting his marking at some point. Could be wrong, though. Not
Did
sure
he
about
lose
that.
his marking?
I mean, I don't know what happened to Grimshade while I was in the book, so I have no idea. So,
Huh. I know those markings are a little difficult to get rid of.
I mean, it did look like they had like a new guild logo, kinda. So maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they changed it within the year or not, but I have no idea.
Well, at least you got Kit out of a mess.
Yeah, it's alright. I left with Michael not long after. I did leave Kit there, but I don't think anything stupidly bad happened, I think. So
Well,
I think we're alright.
She's in one piece here on the island, at least.
That's good. Okay, that's fine, I suppose. Nothing like happened to her, so it's helpful. But yeah, the details that I actually went to see Michael of, I'd rather not discuss if that's alright.
Seems like everyone's keeping it a secret on this island, so it's fine, I suppose.
It's not a thing I want to, but it's a bit of a personal issue.
Speaking of personal things, I have something I need to ask you, actually.
Do you have something personal to ask me of all people?
Well, yes, you're the only person I feel like on this island that can come close to answering questions of mine.
Okay, shoot.
Do you like Blake? Like, as in a relationship-wise?
Sorry, could you repeat that? I think that went over my head. Sorry, say again?
Are you and Blake in a relationship?
Okay, that made me more flustered than I needed to. Thanks for that. And as of now, no. Why?
Because you two are the only ones I know that actually went on a date or two.
I mean, it's only been the one already, but it could be two. You know what I'm saying? No, okay. Why bring this up?
Because I may have accidentally asked out Mania.
I knew it. I knew you do it. I knew you do it. I knew you could. Lovely. Good. Was it good? Was it fine? Was it alright?
Like I said, accidental. Recently, I've explained this story like 3 times. I'll be quick about it. I took a Nest class mission, needed a Nest class wizard, went to Mania. She said yes. We took care of the mission. We took care of it. As a thank you, I said I helped her get some groceries. Noticed she was still hungry. Noticed she only eats dragon meat. So what I did was, I thought I was being nice. I told her that I took her out to a very nice restaurant as a thank you for helping me with the mission. Only though I realized after that us going alone to this place and dressing up fancily and just the two of us means that it most likely looks like a date.
Yeah, kind of got that one on the noggin there, but just can't lie to you there.
Do you see where I'm at about this?
But why do you need my assistance there? I don't see there any problem there at all. What's the issue?
I don't know what to do. Okay?
That makes the most sense. Okay.
Let me explain to you this.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to I ran into Kay first. She
Mhm.
had some advice on how to deal with the feelings about all this.
Mm-hmm.
I ran into David.
Not
How
helpful.
useful that?
Not helpful.
Not helpful.
Mhm.
I ran into Kit, who was more flustered than anything to talk about this stuff.
Uh-huh.
You're my last hope on getting some actual decent advice on this.
Oh, okay.
You think I can go to our guild masters about this? No, I don't even know if our guild masters were ever in an actual relationship in their lives.
Don't know about that one, but I guess that's their business, I suppose. So, I don't know.
Plus, I think they'll make fun of me anyway, so...
There is also that too, considering the fact of we heard about what happened to you when you went to the place last time. You went, never mind. Anyway, okay. So you want advice in dating advice, or do you just don't know what to do right now?
Both, I guess?
Okay, that's kind of a So, dating is dating is hard. It's hard because you gotta be. I'm trying to think how to put this easy, considering the Carnival performance date thing doesn't really go too stupidly well, but you know, like it went all right. We said it was nice. We had a fun time. It was good. Sorry, I'm snowballing. Sorry. What? I'm getting conflicting thoughts now.
I can tell. I feel like you haven't really confronted your own issues on that yet.
No, I haven't.
How do you feel about Blake?
You want the honest truth?
I told you mine.
I like her, yes.
Okay, that's a start.
Trust me, like
No.
that's been in my back of my mind for a little bit now. But I don't know if I have the balls to ask her. You know what I'm saying? So trust me,
Dude.
I'm in the same ballpark as you, basically. Well, and maybe a
Okay.
bit more ahead-ish, but you get what I
fight-
mean.
Okay, what did you fight last year?
You want to be more specific than that?
Of all the dangers you faced last year, how bad were they?
That's a good question. I thought Brandon.
Yes, and that's deadly.
Very true.
You also helped fight a wizard that copied everyone's magic from the Grand Magic Games and used it against everyone.
That is also true.
And then you also slept in a few months in David's house. You saw the worst horrors known to man.
Okay, the fact you're bringing it up really does not help the mindset, but thank you for that anyway.
All I'm saying is, you are a wizard. You have faced literal life and death almost on a daily basis. You can deal with the fear of this easily.
Yeah, I was gonna say personal space, thank you. But okay. Kinda needed that, actually. That was helpful. Thank you, that was great.
You've faced actual worse things.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst thing she's going to say is no, and at the end of the day, is that the worst thing that to possibly ever happen?
I mean, yeah. Now I think about it, yeah, that's the only thing that would happen, to be fair. Yeah.
She won't hate you, she won't think of any less of you.
Do you see what I did there?
What?
I made you say all of that. Now think about that in your current situation. Huh?
Jeez.
See,
I hate when you guys do that to me.
So
I give solid advice and you just throw it back at me.
Well, to be fair, the advice is solid. Like, genuinely. Like, I don't think that could have been any better, like, personally. But what I will say, though, the whole thing of me saying liking Blake, that is true. There was no lie there.
I kind of guessed that. Remember, I can sense vibrations of people. I can sense your heart rate. And your heart rate is, whenever I mention that word, that name, I can feel your heart rate going like bum 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 bum.
And also, a little thing that I picked up recently, actually. Considering everything that you just said, I can also tell you're telling the truth. Like, as in, like, physically, I can
How
tell.
can you tell that?
I'm still trying to figure that out myself. Like, it came
Some
up.
kind of hidden Godslayer ability or something?
I mean, maybe, I don't know. Like, it doesn't really make any sense, considering how could I sense that someone is telling the truth?
So, what is your advice on going on a proper date then?
Just be upfront and be yourself. That's the main thing. If you be someone else that you're not, then you're not going to be the person you want to be, right? Just...
I guess not.
And as she said to me... She said to me, the worst thing she'll say is no.
Yeah, you're right.
You can do this, man. I believe in you, alright?
Yeah.
Say, hell, if I can manage to do it, I think you definitely can.
Well, you actually have to follow through with that advice.
There is also that, yes. But, yeah. Go on.
Speaking of Godslayers and all that stuff,
Oh.
have you found out whether or not you're in the first round of the fighting?
Oh, the GMG? No, I've been out, so I might have actually missed the wool delivery, so I'm not sure, are you?
I checked my house thorough and in and out. No wool anywhere, so looks like Richie didn't want to trust me in the first round yet.
Oh, okay, interesting. Well, should we check mine? There could be something, you never know. I promise you,
sure.
my house isn't messy either, I promise you. Okay, well, unless... That depends if Plant messed it up.
Why would Plant be in your house without you?
The fact of Franz staying with David, who was a fire mage. Put two and two together there. Anywho, let's see what we got. Oh, hello.
No, looks like you're in the first round with blue wool.
Haven't heard anything about blue wool, so I'm not really too sure who else has this. So, I'm excited now. I'm hella excited. Actually,
Hopefully you don't face the little foe again.
Oh, don't even get me started. Like, if I get a go against Lofo, I don't think I'll stand a chance.
Well, to be fair, we almost defeated them individually last time.
That is also true, but then they swapped. So
not only did they swap, but they unison rated against us, something we don't have any practice with.
yeah, exactly. It's like if we actually had practice with that, we might have been able to counter that.
We should have practiced, honestly.
Might have helped. To be fair, though, it was only like a week or so after you guys accepted me anyway, so it probably wasn't the best time for it either. So
Yeah,
regardless, we weren't winning that.
I think Brian was made second in command, so I think he's a proper trained by Lofo. So I guess was a bit of unfair advantage for us.
Well, there's not really much we can do about that though. So you know.
Yeah. By the way, you should light up your place.
It's not too bad. I find it homey with a bit of darkness from natural light, so I don't really find. And besides, as I said, I usually sleep in my pool anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah, I tried sleeping in the ground once, and people started complaining about the worms in my hair, so
Oh,
I had
really?
to stop doing that.
I mean,
Yeah, there was worms in my hair.
oh.
People used to complain about it.
I say people just get concerned when I'm in there for like an entire day. Like,
Well, I assume you breathe like air, so
yeah. Well, see, you're the smart one. You're thinking that I can actually breathe underwater. See, that makes sense.
I'm one of the only ones that can get you on that because I can actually sleep in the ground.
Yeah, so feeling very much mutual there.
We're slayers. You can eat you can eat and drink water and survive off that for years if you need to. Just like I can do that to ground and dirt.
That is the premise.
So I know what that feeling is.
But yeah, I'm actually kind of excited now. I don't actually know who I'm up against, so that's actually kind of fun.
You better win, by the way. We were dominating last year, so
I mean, we basically quote unquote won last year, but no,
I don't-
apparently it didn't count.
Yeah, because the Grandmaster apparently was evil.
Yeah, it is.
How was that our fault?
You see, that's what I mean. Like, it's not our fault he's evil. It's just a worst thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit rude, right?
Yeah.
Taking the win
well,
away. We'll show him. We'll win this Grand Magic Games 100%.
Yeah. Especially since we need build back up our reputation.
There is also that, yeah.
We were known as I didn't tell you this, but when you were in the book, we were known as the Drunkard Guild. Because whenever Richie would show up to any public event representing us, he would be drunk.
I definitely want to win now.
Yeah, we need to fix our reputation. The Protectors took all our missions, all the good ones at least.
Yeah, you mentioned.
So we need a good performance in the Grand Magic game so we can look good again.
Don't worry, we will. We will win, and we will win the entire thing.
Sounds good. All right, well, I should get going.
Oh, yeah, that'll be good. Sorry, it's been a long day. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you later then.
Yeah, you take care, man. All right. Remember what you said. Those words actually help.
Yeah. I guess. I guess what I said to Kid earlier makes sense for you right now. Whenever I train the newbies, I always give them this motto: stand your feet, don't flinch. Hold your ground, don't flinch. When you're facing an enemy, what do?
Don't flinch.
Don't flinch. Hold your ground, don't flinch.
I know, man. I've heard this motto from you before. It's all good.
Yeah. There's also, I guess this also stands here as well.
Yeah, kinda-ish. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
We'll be
I
fine.
should get going.
Yeah, no worries, man. You take care, alright? Can you shut the door on the way out as well?
Yeah, sure.
Cheers, man.
See ya.
Round one, huh? Bring it on.